All right. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 23rd of October on Saturday. So I hope you're having a great weekend, a great Saturday today. So since this is Saturday, the Forex pairs or most of the markets are closed except for the cryptos. So that's why every Saturdays on my YouTube channel, I talk about the psychology or mindset or risk management topics. Or I will just simply answer to your questions on chat in live stream. So I took a vote last week. How long have you been trading for either demo or real? And I will talk about that also based on my experience, based on my trading journey. I will talk about that topic. So yeah, since this is Saturday, I hope you're having a great time with yourself, your family, or friends. And yeah, Dubai's been getting much nicer in terms of weather, and the temperature is now dropping down, and it's becoming a nice season. So yeah, looks like we have many events, many activities going on in the city. Okay, so yeah, let me squeeze my face and start the session for now. So before starting, just a quick disclaimer. This content is based on my own experience knowledge. So when you take trades, please do add your own risk. And also, since this is a live stream, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines on this live stream, that would be great. Because after all, we're all here to learn. Okay, so yeah, let's start the session. Let me say hi to everyone quickly. All right, Yumit, thank you for joining. Good to see you. All right, and I'll say, okay, Rajko, Pavik, thank you for joining the Ichimoku membership. So yeah, once you join, please make sure to come to my website. So the link is on below the description. Come to my website and hover over services and Ichimoku community, and you can find how to join. Then once you click this button here, then you can open the new page and you can follow all the instructions to get all the perks. So after you join my Ichimoku community on YouTube, then there will be two steps. One is you simply click on this link here and join Discord. And then after that, after you join it, then you connect your YouTube account with Discord and you get all the perks in Discord, including the books and also live stream schedules and also announcements and quiz and previous membership archives, videos and lives. So yeah, please access to this page and get all the perks. But once again, thank you for joining the Ichimoku membership and stay gold, Rajko. So yeah, and there will be some new projects in Ichimoku community too. So there will be more perks to come. All right, so let's see who else is here. All right, Jalash, good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right, he already got some questions. Let me cover these afterwards, later part of this live stream. Or since you are an Ichimoku member, I might cover these questions on Ichimoku membership live after this public live. But yeah, let me see and let's see. Hello, yes sir, and Peter, good to see you. BN and Gabby, thank you for joining. Great to see you here. All right, Kronwat and Wong Alan, Roger and Brighton, good to see you here. Or Ivan, James, Zia, Antipas James, right, Patty, and Harvard, Tam, and Bedsheet. All right, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you. Yokobe and Joe, Tun, and Olfremi, Roban, JTL, Muhammad, and Vinny, Tim. All right, Amazon Shopping. Thank you for joining, Amazon Shopping. All right, that's an interesting name right there. Ash, right, Stock Boy. All right, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you. All right, so yeah, as I mentioned previously, I took a vote. So let me turn to my YouTube. Well, actually, I have it here. So let me enlarge this frame, and I will set up the window. This. Okay, so all right, there we go. Can you see this right here? So I took a vote just so I know what ratio you are. Well, actually, what ratio the traders are in my YouTube community. So I take this vote once in a while. Last time I think was 1 year ago or so. I took the vote, and this time I did it also. And interestingly, I see 0 to 1 year, 53%. So last week I posted 4 days ago, and I got 617 votes. And 0 to 1 year is 53%, which is the most, more than half. So looks like in my YouTube community, 53% of the viewers are relatively new to trading. So it's good to know that I can cover some of the basics, more details. Instead of talking about some advanced techniques, I might be talking more about the basics in more deeper level. So 0 to 1 year, 53%, and 2 to 4 years, 31%, and 4 to 6%, 4 to 6 years are at 7%, and 7 years and above are 9%. So yeah, so this is the vote from last week. Let me enlarge so that you can see this in case you are from mobile or tablet. So yeah, so myself, I have been trading full-time for the last 8 years. So I'm actually here 7 or above years. So yeah, it looks like if I see these stats, 0 to 4 years of more than 80%. 84% are 0 to 4 years. So I think psychology is very important, and that's usually the topic I talk about it on Saturday's live streams. And if I look back my own trading history, myself, I got into Forex market when I was a full-time worker. I was working at the full-time worker at the one of the IT companies in Japan, and I was at the human resource and doing the full-time worker. And one of my colleagues was doing Forex trade, and that's how I got into the trading. But initially, I didn't trade at all. I was actually doing what we call binary options. So I was using the broker in Australia and doing binary options. I was looking at the charts, but I didn't take trades Forex. I was originally doing binary, and I won and lose. I do it for maybe, I think it was like half a year or so. I did binary, and I figured that the Forex trade can make more profit, and that's why I basically shifted myself to a part-time Forex trader. So at that time, because I was a full-time trader, it was exactly 0 to 1 year. I was at the full-time. I was at the full-time worker, part-time trader. So that was very challenging for myself. Whenever I screen chart, that was most of the case at night time in Japan time. So because I didn't have time to screen, sometimes I did it in the morning, but in Japan time in the morning, usually markets are very quiet. So most likely I don't trade. And sometimes I was able to see charts during the lunchtime, but But since the time was very limited in lunchtime and I wasn't able to focus in lunchtime to screen charts, most of the cases I was taking trades at nighttime. After I come back to home, like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., sometimes 9 p.m., I come back to home and screen charts and take trades with the demo. And once I found nice strategy, I went into real trade and I lost so much. Well, actually, so to be more precise, so I was part-time and initially I was able to some profit. I was able to make some profits and I thought, oh, this is a nice job. And I was dreaming to quit the job full-time. And that's how I became a full-time trader, because I got this nice performance. I was making some profits, and that's why I turned to the full-time. But after that, I lost so much. My strategy was not so developed yet. If I look back, I was only looking for the entry chance, and I didn't really study about the risk management, or I didn't really know about the essence of risk management or psychological management, because I didn't have enough experience to actually test it and also validate it. And that's why I lost so much. I was compounding, and I was trying to win back the losses in the past, and that's how I lost so much trades. At that time, the leverage was also very high. In my trades, I think I was up to like 50 or so. That was very high because I was using the overseas broker, and that was I had a big loss. So I created a $10,000 account, and I lost once. I blew it, and I recreated another $10,000 USD account, and then I dropped it to half. And that's when I quit the real trade and went back to demo account. So, but at that time I was very, very depressed that I had to be under medication. I was so depressed. I didn't have motivation. I didn't have energy. But for some reason, I didn't want to quit trade, because at that time I think I was I liked it. I liked to watch the charts, and also the losses were very shocking for myself. But I thought it was a nice lesson, so that I can restudy about not only the entry and exit strategies, but also I wanted to study about risk management more, and also psychological management more. And then based on the demo account, my performance gets better, and then start to trade the real with the Ichimoku, and then my performance gets much better. And that was in between 2 to 4 years. So for the first 0 to 1 year for myself was a losing year, and 2 years, a second year was a slight loss. For sure, first year was totally loss, and second year was slight loss, and third year, finally, I was almost at the break even. I was making profits over the year basis. And from the fourth year onwards, I was able to run some profits along the way. And every year, I do this in Forex trades. So currently, Forex trading is the main source of income. And I think this is very, very profound, very profound, interesting, and also I think it's a nice job to do. Otherwise, I won't be able to come to Dubai and continue to trade outside of Japan. So, so looking back, I think 0 to 1 year and 2 to 3 years, I was studying very hard about trading and risk management. And then 3 to 4 years, I was able to quit the job. And then 4 to 5 years, I was studying very hard about trading and risk management. And then 5 to 6 years, I was studying very hard about risk management. And then 6 to 7 years, I was studying very hard about trading and risk management. and how to control my emotion. And so it's understandable that most of the viewers here in my YouTube community is in between 0 to 4 years. So yeah, and for 6 years are 7%, and 7 years above are 9%. This is also very interesting, is that the, for the 6 years, 7%, and we have more percentage on 7 years above. So, but this is also very interesting, and this is also very also understandable, is that the so now after 7 years will be, for myself it was last year, 7th year, and after that, so after I became profitable between 4 to 6 years, what I was doing was I was reading books of not trading related, but I was reading books about athletes and successful gambler, for example, successful chess player. I was reading these books after 4 years and above, because after I establish my own strategy, and after I can make some decent profits per monthly basis, if I can return 10%, 20% per monthly basis, then I was so much interested in other field, other professional players who are actually talking about mental or mindset, because it relates so much with trading. So after I start to win, then I wanted to not like perfect, but I wanted to know more about myself and also about the psychology behind, in psychology of the market, or how to improve myself, how to be this trader job as my main for the next couple of years, or next for whatever I do, whenever or wherever I do, I wanted to make this as a profession. So that's how I came to read these successful stories, and also mental mindset strategies, psychology. And I was reading some previous books that I used to read when I was a university student. I was reading these psychology related books. So I started to read, and I don't read so much about the risk management, and I don't read so much about the strategies anymore. After 4 or 5 years, or a 5th year, or afterwards, I don't really read these books. So yeah, and after 7th year or 6th year, 7th year, I continue to read these books, and also I read these Ichimoku original book, and also some of other Ichimoku related books, and I perfect my Ichimoku strategies, and I started to share on my YouTube channel, because I was taking trades, I was trading as a full-time and making some profits every month or every year, but I didn't explain it to anybody until I do the YouTube. But one of my friends asked me to explain it on YouTube, so that's why I started to share some video clips, small video clips I started to share on YouTube. And because I am Japanese, and because I use Ichimoku, I started to be famous, and now I do this YouTube as a regular basis nowadays. But yeah, at the same time, I still study about Ichimoku. I am also a student of Ichimoku, because learning never ends. So whenever the market changes its pattern, I see new patterns, and based on these new findings and new patterns in the markets, I read the Ichimoku books again, and I find some new strategies. I found some new findings from Ichimoku. So that's where I am at right now. So yeah, I think learning step, we have our own steps for sure, but for the very first step should be about the strategy. You have to know how to read charts, how to read candlesticks, how to enter the trade, and how to exit. And after you master this, then you want to master the money management, and then psychology comes later. So I say psychology is the most important, and risk management is the second important, and the third important would be the strategy. But when it comes to learning, I think you better learn the strategy first, and then learn money management, and then learn about psychology or mindset. Because unless you trade with the strategy, you cannot look back yourself. You cannot look back your own trades, or you cannot look into your own emotions or psychologies. So I think so in that sense, based on these stats, in between 0 to, I would say 1 year for sure, 0 to 4 years, 0 to 2 years, I think the focus should be on strategy. So you want to backtest strategies, and you want to find out the best strategy on your own lifestyle or time zone. And then after third year and onwards, you want to master the risk management. You want to know about the lot sizing and how to manage a risk per trade in the long run and over yearly basis. And then after 4 years and onwards, I think you better look into your trades in the past and really study about psychology on your own. Sometimes, because of psychological change, you make the different decisions. So psychology is also important by looking back your own trades, and journal your trades is also important to look back your own emotion or psychology. So yeah, and the journey never ends. So for myself, this is where I'm at right now, but I'm not sure what kind of steps I will be following for the next couple of years. I might be into some other categories in learning, and also by inputting this, I might be reading some other books because I like to read books. So I might be reading some other books to really perfect the trading. So yeah, but we'll see what kind of things I will be into. So yeah, okay, so and I got some comments on the YouTube on this vote, so let me come to some comments here. It says 2 years on demo, I just want 1 or 2 months with profit, then I go live. Okay, I think that's good. 2 years on demo account. If you are not confident, then never trade on real. You only trade real when you're confident on demo account, is my recommendation. Because that was also, based on my own experience, that was also my big mistake. I was so rushing to make more profits, and that's why sometimes when I was working full-time and trading part-time, I was trading real account, and I was so excited when I run some profits, but when I lost it, I wasn't able to focus on the work. So I think so my recommendation is until you're confident on the demo account, you don't trade on the real, is for sure the rule. Yeah, and let's see. The next comment, he says, still unprofitable due to mismanagement, impatience, and lack of self-control. I should have a breakout this year. Real account since 2014, but still doing a thing trading. All right, help. I'm actually looking for a direct mentorship behavior. My trading techs are working, but again, due to emotion, gains vanish almost instantly. Yeah, I think emotion is really, really important. Yeah. So, because after you know about the basics of the chart reading techniques and technical indicators or strategies, then there are times when you lose and there are times when you win. So that's how the risk management becomes important afterwards. And then with the risk management, you keep trading, and sometimes you see you might missing the chance to trade, or you might be losing and losing over and over again, even if you follow your own strategy. And that would be about the psychology. So yeah, if you are struggling with emotion, then I recommend you to go back to demo account, because I think you're trading real account only since 2014. So how about coming back to demo account and trade and see if the performance will be the same or not for the next couple of months. And if the performance is the same, then you come back to the real account. But if the performance is, different, if it's worse, then you want to look into your strategy more. So I think that is what you can do so that you can manage your own emotion. And also, my other recommendation is to journal your own trades. There is a journal. You can get the statistics or the journal by MT4, MT5. You can download it in a PDF, but I don't recommend you to do it and look back. My recommendation is every time you take positions, you put down on these numbers, including the name of the currency pair, put down these numbers of entry and exit and lot sizing. And also you put down the emotional state every time you enter and exit. And this is the best way to monitor your emotion. And by the end of the month, you look back the note and you look back only the ones that were losing, and so that you know how you are feeling when you are losing every time on the month. And then you try to come up with the idea of how to improve such emotion. Because until we monitor, we never know what our emotion was. Like we are, anything is very easy to forget. So sometimes, you might forget about the memory of the, let's say, maybe delicious food, for example. Like maybe you had some nice food last week, and you had the emotion. It was very nice. I liked it so much. It was tasty. But this week, you might forget about it. And that's why I recommend everybody to monitor your emotion every time you take trades. And that's another thing you can do as you take trades. Yeah, so let's see. The next one is Mosam. He says, most likely from 0 to 1 year because people started trading after Corona. Yeah, I think that's also the reason. Yeah, let's see. 0 to 1 year, sometime demo account, sometime real, but no success. Okay, so until success, you better stick to demo account. Okay, God one says, hard life for 6 years and more if they can make profit. All right. So when it comes to talking about making a profit, I think this is also about psychology. And this was also my mistake, was that we tend to focus on the profits more than the losses. So if you're still struggling, then I recommend you to be a break-even trader. at least for, let's say, 3 months or so, you try to aim for the break-even trader instead of looking to become a profitable trader. Then you can find a lot about yourself. And also you can find a lot about risk management too. And that's why in my YouTube, I say, help you become a non-losing trader. Because looking back, my own trades, my own trading life, becoming a non-losing trader is a first step to become a profitable trader. And if you cannot be a non-losing trader, then you cannot be profitable. And that's why I say this in my YouTube channel. This is my main topic on my YouTube channel. So monitor your own performance for the next 3 months, or until the end of this year. You monitor your performance and see if you are break-even. If not, then something must be wrong on your risk management. Yeah, so let's see what else we can find here. Okay, 1.5 years in demo account, all right. First year, I would like to forget the past 2. Oh, okay. The first year on your trades. So yeah, it looks like we have new traders here in the community. So I guess I will start to focus on some basics, but more deeper level. Okay. All right, so let me come back to some other comments here now. So let's see. In terms of Jalaj questions, I will cover it on the Ichimoku membership live stream. So please come to the Ichimoku membership live in about 30 minutes because you are a member of Ichimoku. And then talk about how to exit when market reverses. Because I did see some questions about these questions, about this topic on today's Discord Q&A section on Ichimoku community, so I will talk about that also. So, but let's see, let me cover some other comments here now. Yasser says, hi Kay, could you tell me how many times you look at Forex market? I do it 3 to 5 times per day. Yeah, no more than that. I never look chart more than 5 times per day. It is impossible. Yeah, most of the cases I screen chart 3 times. Morning and afternoon and evening time. All right, let's see what else you can find here. Good to see you everyone. Thank you for joining. Once again, good to see you here. All right, let's see. Stockboy says, what's the best way to learn technical analysis for scalping options? Scalping, I used to do when I was still 0 to 1 year. I was into scalping also, but now I don't. So unfortunately, I can't advise because I don't scalp anymore. Trayson says, hi, I've been watching your instructions and lectures. I trade crypto and I like the way you teach the Ichimoku system. Oh, thank you for the comment. Thank you for that. Yeah, Ichimoku is about the trading system, but it's also about the psychology. It's also about the philosophy. So hopefully you learn and master the way of Ichimoku trading. All right, KK, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Thanks for joining as well. All right. Oh, thank you, Minoru-san, for the reminder for like button. If you liked it so far, please press the like button before you leave. That will be great. All right, good to see you. Good to see you. Albert says, I want to hear about your entry reason. What I usually do is Tokyo breakout with confirmed daily chart in the follow chart Ichimoku. I want to improve more on my entry and maximize the Tokyo breakout. Yeah, I do use Tokyo breakout strategy as one of my entry timings, but also I use the stochastics and also Bollinger Bands and of course price action lines and Fibonacci bounce for my entry confirmations. And I do so in lower time frames, in 5 or 15 minute time frames. All right, let's see. Yeah, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. All right, Ash says, okay, the MT4 default for stochastics is K5, D3, S3, but you use 30, 10, 10. Please can you explain to me? I'm really struggling with stochastic settings. Yeah, so I do use 30 and 10. That is right. So person K, I use 30, person D, 10, and slowing 10 for my stochastic settings. And I use this in the lower time frame confirmations. Does your friend still a trader? Yes, he is. He is a full-time worker still, but he trades part-time. Eugene says, I am a 4 to 6 category, but after joining K, I realized it's really 1 year experience done 4 to 6 times. Okay. So hopefully you learn the essence of Ichimoku and really look into the strategies. Kohan says, hi K, if okay, can you explain, do you use Dubai banks for trading account or e-wallets? Yes, I do. I use Dubai banks for trading now. All right, Full in Japan says, K, I'm also working in Japan now, and wait, what you say just now is the same with mine now. Okay, okay. You know how hard, how strict Japanese working condition is. Sometimes you have to overwork, and you get tired at home, and you don't feel like trading afterwards. So I think it's very difficult and challenging to balance in between full-time worker and part-time trader. All right, Ben says, hi Kay, yesterday I saw a different Ichimoku from form on gold in TradingView and MT4. TradingView H4, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Kumo flat by MT4, they were pointing up. Which one should I follow? You should follow the one on TradingView because in MT4, the default Ichimoku settings is wrong. You have to use the correct Ichimoku on MT4 and MT5. But the TradingView is correct. The default Ichimoku on TradingView is correct, so you better use TradingView to follow. All right, yeah, good to see you. Thank you for joining. From Arizona, from Virginia, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Jalash says, same happened to me, but not that much. I have blown $50 twice with the real account. Then I thought what I was doing was wrong. I had restarted my journey to learn Ichimoku. Yeah, that's good. That's a good decision making. Yes. Whenever you see the system doesn't work, then you have to come back to scratch and redo the process over again. That's important. Sometimes we have to be, how to say, like we have to be like brave enough to forget about the previous strategy if it's not working and adapt a new one, adapt the new concept and a new system so that next time you can be successful in this way. Most of the cases when people are struggling is that when someone keep sticking to the system that is not working. So, but sometimes because you stick to the system for the last, let's say 5 years, 6 years, or 10 years maybe, you can't forget about it, and it's very difficult to change mindset. But sometimes you have to be brave enough to redo the systems in that case. Yeah, John, that's right. Yeah, no BS, quick, rich scheme. That's true. You have to, be consistent on what you do. That's the only way to become profitable. All right, let's see. Roger says, I feel better to know I'm not the only one to have blown accounts back when I first started. I blew 2 accounts before I could finally break even with my 3rd one. Yeah, that's great. So finally, on the 3rd one, you became break even. That's good. So yeah, sometimes it's a long journey. It's a long journey in terms of mindset, psychology, emotionally. Feel like it's a long journey. But we have to keep trying. We have to keep trying. We have to keep looking for the good system that works for you until you become success. I think that's the only way you become success, is to keep consistent until you success. All right. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right, Ash says, can you combine wick-off, price cycle, and Ichimoku? What are your thoughts? I'm not sure about the wick-off price cycle because I only use Ichimoku time cycles, and I'm not sure about the wick-off. Yeah, after I end this live stream, I will look into it in Google and find what it is. But right now, I'm not sure. I don't know about it, unfortunately. Vinny says, do you read Hidenobu Sasaki's book, and do you use S-Wave from his idea? Yes, I do. I do read Hidenobu Sasaki's book, and also I do use S-Wave also for time cycles or to capture the wave analysis. S-Wave was also introduced on the original book. All right, Brighton says, hi Kay, do we have moving averages that compares to Ichimoku? Not that I know of. Ever since I started to use Ichimoku, I only use Ichimoku. About like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was using moving averages also. But now I only use Ichimoku because Ichimoku has more information about the market than moving average. So that's why I prefer Ichimoku. Let's see. Let me come back to some comments now. It says, which platform is good to do backtesting, TradingView or Forex Tester 5? I highly recommend the Forex Tester 5. Yeah, because on TradingView, you can only look back the charts by doing this barrel play. You can look back the previous charts, but you cannot take trades on the previous charts. But on FT5, it's possible. Yeah, never be greedy is important. That is true. The greedy is also one of the pitfalls on any traders. Yeah, the irony is that we're here to make profits, but we can't be greedy. So how to become Non-greedy is simply by following your own system logically and objectively and rationally. That's the only way. Otherwise, emotion can take your part. The problem with psychology is no one can teach you. You can learn strategies from others, but you need to learn your own psychology yourself. And that is the hard part. That's true. That is really true, yeah. So myself, I don't have any mentor for trading in my career. Or I would say I have many mentors because I read books with athletes. Sometimes I read books about successful investor and also business owners, and they are my mentors. But I wasn't mentored directly by someone because my mentor is, bottom line is myself. So I look back my own trace and I study about my weakness, my strengths, and I learn based on my own trace. So yeah, I would say my mentor is myself, mainly speaking. All right, yeah, thank you for joining. Good to see you once again on this relaxing Saturday. So I will be ending the live in about a couple minutes here now. But let me quickly catch up some other comments here now. Let's see. Roger says, I have a trading journal I've kept since I started. Simple Excel document. It turned out into a diary of some sorts. I like to read it and laugh at how ridiculous some of my trades were in hindsight. That's true. That's exactly how I feel too. Like when I look back the previous trade notes, like 5 or 6 years back, I laugh myself too. Like I would never trade in that way nowadays, but but this is how I also realize myself how I became better at now as compared to the previous trades. So if I open a trading diary journal, let's say 10 years from now, then I might be laughing myself also about the way how I trade right now. The market might changing too. The market patterns might be changing after 10 years from now, but psychology-wise, it should be the same. It says, do you pay for TradingView or is it free through your broker? I do pay for TradingView. Yeah, it's either monthly or yearly subscription. Eugene says, yes, psychology plays a major role. The core is, I believe, self-awareness. To know thyself, how and why you act and react is a key to continue improvement. Yeah, that is exactly right. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I guess I will be ending the live for now. So once again, thank you for joining. It was a relaxing Saturday live stream because the market was closed. So I usually talk about some psychology or mindset topics on Saturdays. So yeah, I hope you have a great Saturday, great weekend, and see you on the next one. Tomorrow, I do the analysis weekly forecast tomorrow. I cover all my 21 pairs on my watch in Forex. And also I cover gold and WTI oil and indices and also the news for next week. So tomorrow, the live stream starts at the same time at 2 p.m. British time zone. So if you have time, please join and learn about my overview for next week. And for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you soon. So the link is on the Discord. So please access Discord and click announcement to see the link to join the Ichimoku membership live stream. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Right, bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.